Hey guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things New York City and art, then I have some fun videos for you. Guys, myself and probably everybody else that you follow will be constantly, or you know, at least very much so interjected into their normal regular content, constantly talking about spring, summer 2026 new bags. I will be doing probably my next at least 1, 2, 3 videos on the SS26 shows, all of the new creative director debuts that are happening. And then I thought to myself, as much as I love all of these bags, as much as there's so much amazingness, my own word, to talk about, some people want a bag right now, okay? Including myself. I love looking to see what is currently happening, what all the newness is currently available in store. And so today we're gonna go over my personal favorite current available bags that I'm just obsessing over, and I hope you will find 1 or 2 on this list too as well. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put out videos 3 days a week, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, because we kind of actually, you know, I may have been a little bit critical this last year plus. I'm not gonna say 2 years because that's dramatic, but I'll say at least year. I may have been being a little bit critical, okay? But I see the light at the tunnel, okay? I see the light. I'm very excited for the new creative directors. However, let me also not glaze over some of the amazing kind of like namesake-led brands that have continuously been putting out amazing pieces, and also creative director debuts from last year, and maybe just some randomly amazing bags, okay? Starting off, I am so excited. I hope, you know, shameless plug, I hope you saw my vlog just my most recent video last week. My vlog going to go see the new Celine luggage tote. I almost said phantom because that's my, you know, that's what I'm used to saying with my 2 that I have, but I believe it's just gonna be called the luggage bag. I went to go see the 2 sizes that they have currently available in store last week, and my gosh, I'm obsessed, okay? They're stunning, they're gorgeous. I only got to touch them and feel them for like, you know, maybe 3 minutes, but the leather feels amazing. The quality feels incredible. The construction feels gorge. The size and proportions and comparison to the original Phantom, I immediately love. I have so many thoughts. I kind of said most of my thoughts in that vlog, so let me just like do the little bullet points of the most important things that I think I've been thinking. So factual, well, let me not say factual, but what things that I was told, so just like line items of information that I was told. All of this is alleged because listen, things change. I could have been told wrong information. You never know. But there are going to be 3 sizes. There are only 2 sizes currently available. So there's the large and there's the medium currently that I saw. There will also be a mini that is the one that I am very interested in seeing, okay? Mini will be coming out along with this new kind of slew of straight zipper luggage totes in November. Possibly the date November 12th was, you know, used or brought up, but again, allegedly, because I don't want to be wrong or have misremembered it. The mini, along with the large and the medium, I believe will be coming in the straight zipper in November, let's say the middle of November, which is perfect timing, very, very smart from the team at Celine to be releasing those right before the holidays. The other, again, like little tidbit of information is that the smiley face, aka the literal U-shaped zipper that is a cute little nod to people, you know, back in the day, aka not that long ago, but people however many years ago, calling the Phantom luggage tote, like saying that it looked like a robot face. I think that that's Michael Ryder and the team's little nod at like, if you think that looked like a robot face, let's make it a smiley face, you know, and just like make it even more kitschy and adorable. That one, again, I believe as of right now, is going to be limited edition, but then I even just like, as our client rep said that, she was like, but then you could order it. So I have no idea how it's gonna work, but if you want the smiley face one in the medium or the large size, go for it now. It seems like now is the time, especially if you want one like today, if one is available at your local store. And then my own personal thoughts, okay? The large is like legitimate luggage. Even if you want a work bag, you're gonna be signing up for a really large bag. However, even though for me, the second I put it on, I was like, whoa, this is literal luggage. I also was thinking, oh, hello, the fact that the Roe Margot and the Celine Phantom luggage tote have kind of played off of each other, I'd say, over the last many years, have taken little nods from each other. I think that still the Margotification of fashion, the gigantic luggage totes, literally, of fashion have taken over that everybody is completely obsessed over. I do think that the large size kind of could seamlessly fit itself into your collection if you're a Margot 17 person, if you love the Margot inside out, like my mom loves hers. If you want to travel weekend, if you're a like fabulous human being who travels for work all the time and needs a plain bag, but then you can also like dip into a meeting and just be like iconic, that might be your size. For me, I really liked the medium. I will say, I was gonna say, like, why even pretend to think anything differently, right? My own opinion is that I preferred the medium because the new wings, the fact that, sorry, the old luggage, the old Phantom luggage to be more specific, the wings were collapsible. And so most of the time, honestly though, most of the time I did wear the wings out, but honestly, sometimes, especially like when I was taking the subway, when I was going to the gym, I would literally duck the little wings in. Duck, like as if they're ducking, I would tuck the wings in. This one, maybe you could figure out how to do that, but like the wings are out. It's a part of the vibe, it's a part of the bag. However, that does mean that not just like, this is gonna sound so like esoteric, but not just the profile, like not just the actual dimensions are larger, more elongated, not even larger necessarily, but I do actually think larger. You're also just getting like a visually larger bag because of those wings, because there still is a line of delineation between like the actual constructed bag and then the wings. There's that seam there. So you're gonna be getting a larger style anyway. And so the medium to me is kind of the perfect in-between where it looks really cool, looks really elongated, but is very functional basically. And yeah, you didn't need to hear probably all that information, but I know how blessed I am, okay, to live not far at all to the Celine store. So in case you didn't get the opportunity to see these in store, I had to give you some descriptions. Let's get on to a bag that I'm literally so excited to talk about, okay? Because if we know me, I know it was so sad, like before I started my channel, I promise you guys, I have been buying and selling bags for 12 years, something like that, for 10 plus years, 11 years. I've been an eBay girly, I have been a Vestiaire girly, okay? And my little, like, I wish I had documented this. I'd say my first obsession, yep, was Riccardo Tisci for Givenchy. And listen, in my age group, that's nothing new. I'm like nobody special whatsoever. You know, I just turned 32. All of us like in this age, millennials, that was like peak, okay? I was like my adult awakening of me being like, I can buy these bags, I can wear these, I can find these on eBay, okay? Obsessed. And so Givenchy has had such a special place in my heart, and then it was like, you know, like a little heartbreaking when they just had a moment of, you know, a little hiatus, okay? So that's okay. And now that Sarah Burton is there, I really am, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, okay? Didn't see a whole lot of things that I immediately was like, oh my gosh. And so I am the most excited to talk about this new bag. This is the Pinch bag. This is the first bag, not just from Givenchy, which is saying something because I think I probably would be so excited to see something that I really love from Givenchy, but this bag, in comparison to every other new bag, is like low-key, I think possibly my favorite. It is so good. Personally, again, we love it, you know, exhibit A, we love a small bag. And so personally, the smaller size, I'm like dying to go see in person. The larger size as well is not too large. The little pinch metal details on the side, like she's edgy, but she's classy. It's sleek, it's sexy. Oh, like you know what? I'm gonna go to Bergdorf's tomorrow. I'm gonna go try to see it in person and add it to my next vlog. We're in such a weird time for Bottega, and I know that people, like, I don't even know. I just feel like I have a hard time being subjective because I'm such a fan of Daniel Lee, such a fan of Matthew Blazy, and such a fan of Louise Trotter. And so even though people didn't know what to expect, clearly she has already won Fashion Week, okay, Fashion Month. I think that she's like won in general. Spoiler alert to my next video. I have just kind of decided that I'm waiting for her, waiting to see her pieces in person, waiting for those pieces when they come out. But I was like, okay, what's the little trickling out from Mathieu Blazy at Bottega? And I really haven't been paying it much attention until I saw this cutie patootie little new addition to the Bang Bang Vanity that I actually think is really cool. And the reason why I think it's so cool is because it looked, not that any Bottega bag ever is gendered in any way, shape, or form, but this one, for some reason, I like immediately thought of 5 of my guy friends that this would look so cool on. It's a little bit more subdued. I mean, I'm just not going to lie, okay? It very much so took a cue from how Loro Piana literally also updated their mini extra pocket pouch. So listen, okay, even brands like Bottega have moments of like, we're just gonna adapt this style as well to our own voice, and that's okay. I actually really like it. I was very critical of the Bang Bang Vanity at first because I have some weird soft spot in my heart for my extra pocket bag and the extra pocket bags in general. But I just have to say, the Bang Bang Vanity was done so well. It's so good. If the strap was longer, brands, okay, other than the Row, who's amazing at making long straps that are also adjustable for a myriad of different body types, sizes, and shapes. If the strap was longer, I probably would have bought one. And despite the fact that they did a little bit, you know, borrow from another Loro Piana edition of the extra pocket bag, they did a good job, okay? I can always admit when something iconic has been made. Oh my gosh, and not that you need to hear this, but I am just gonna interject, okay? Clearly we're seeing I wouldn't say the last of, because we know how long trends take to filter out, but clearly we're still seeing an elongated east-west styling. I just am gonna, you know, quickly flash the video from 10, 11, 12 months ago that I made that was saying that north-south bags will be the next thing, and now we're seeing that. Cough, cough, Louise Trotter for Bottega, just saying, okay? North-South bags will be taking over, but still, to this day, the newly released bags are clearly, you know, highlighting some east-west styling. And the last 3 bags that I have to talk about are that. So, very interesting. However, this one I'm really excited about. And I honestly am glad that it came out now, because like if it came out however many months ago before I bought my 90s bag and all these ridiculous bags that I just love a little tube shaped styling of that I have in excess, I would have bought this, okay, from Khaite, the Kye, I think that's how we say it, Kye, mini baguette bag. I just saw it in person and my God, it's gorgeous, okay? It is so stunning. It's so perfect. Again, it definitely was like the last of this little baguette pencil case, but elongated, exaggerated style pieces that we've been seeing for the last 2 years, year and a half at the very least. And the way that Khaite executed it, I actually think is absolutely stunning. It's very dainty and delicate, yet with a really gorgeous zipper. It's gonna definitely be bigger than a 90s bag. It might compete a little bit with the Miu Miu tube bag, like for actual volume wise, but regardless, it's sleek, it's chic, it's sexy, okay? It's very Khaite. Another east-west style, okay? If you, I know this is very divisive still to this day. Trust me when I talk about Demna's Gucci, I know most people will be rolling their eyes. It's a very divided internet that we live on. Some people are completely obsessed, some people absolutely despise him still to this day. But if you are in the camp that absolutely loves Demna, okay, I have one last Demna, I assume, designed bag for you, the East-West City bag, okay? This I actually, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I can get behind. I think it's actually very iconic. It's giving shoulder Birkin, but Balenciaga. I genuinely think it's really cool. I am absolutely not a city bag girl. I've never been a city bag girl. I've never wanted one. I don't want one. However, if I were to see this on anybody out on the street, I would immediately think how cool. Basically, I'm not cool enough to be a Balenciaga girly, okay? I'm not cool enough to be harken back to my downtown, very edgy, dark, a little bit gothy, a little bit emo days, okay? But if you are that person, I really respect and envy you just like a tiny little bit. And whereas I am gonna say an honest statement. I love the new city bags, okay? I still prefer, sorry, to see the archival ones, the Nicolas Guesquier era, until I saw this. Because I was like, it's a variant, it's new, it's fresh, and still it looks so cool and looks like it could have been designed years and years ago. Speak of Gucci, okay? Again, it's been a long time since I've, you know, not even just for research purposes, it's been a while since I have perused any Gucci bags, okay? And we will talk all about the new Gucci that really was just like not even a real debut, it was just a little taste before Demna's actual debut in February. And I was just curious, like, what's going on? What's the crossover? What is happening? And I have talked, actually I just was talking about it, ironically, a lot about how one of my favorites, most loved bags in my entire collection ever, that I've ever collected, my top like 3, I'd say are my Givenchy Nano Pandora bag, my Gucci Dionysus, and probably my Chanel camera bag, to be honest with you. Like my ride or die, New York City crossbody, small pop around little bags, okay? And my Gucci Dionysus I think of so fondly. And even though it's so not my style anymore, I will occasionally be like, if there was one for like $400, maybe I'd buy another, until I saw this and I was like, this is the most chic Dionysus I've ever seen. They did a literal Kelly cut east-west version. I'm assuming after the whole Andiamo clutch moment of last year that everybody was completely obsessed with, after people started re-falling in love again with Kelly cuts, this is just like the it style of 2024 and 2025, primarily 2025, but little dabble into 2024, probably will dabble into 2026. And so it still is so cool. And just like regardless for the end of time, it will be incredibly chic to have a really sleek, exaggerated, elongated clutch, especially for the evening. And this one I am so not mad at from Gucci. And you guys, I hope that we have liked this brand new, newly available, currently available bag offerings that I'm really excited we found some gems, okay, in today's craziness before the entirety of every single brand completely flips over in the spring, summer. I'm really excited that we still do have some good offerings for now, okay? Let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know which ones I didn't mention, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.